I sent out some messages today, this afternoon, to the various group because we all adults and we all should know when it's time for certain programs, and we all know it's on the schedule. So I don't like to be barking after people. I don't like to stress people out. So I just send a meeting. I just send a text message. Teresa, are you okay?
I just saw breaking news in Grenada.
What
Mourning
happened
the
there?
mourning the passing of Minister Ursula Antwine, um, retired principal of the St. George's Anglican Senior School. Remember, what do you call it? Heinze. She was a principal there for a lot of years. She's actually the mother of Dr. Timothy Antwine, who is in the so I just saw it. I mean, oh boy.
Okay,
The
the
ECCB
honest person
Bank,
here that I know is Mr.
the governor of the ECC Bank, Timothy Antwine, Dr. Timothy Antwine, his mom.
Oh, okay.
You remember her? She used to be principal of Heinze for
The
many
honest
years.
person that I know is Mr. Seeley or Mr. Hines. Mr. Seeley, yeah. So that's like you actually must remember 34 years ago. Yes, I would.
I got put on Facebook. I just saw it.
Oh no, probably if I see the person's face, I'm not good with remembering age. If the person was young, if it was a
She's
very
75.
old person,
She's
in
75.
huh?
75.
Probably I've seen her, but probably I never give her trouble. That's why. Or never tease her. That's why.
But
Is
you
she from
but you
Antwerp?
heard
Is she from?
of Dr. Timothy Antwine, who is the present governor of the ECCB. Okay. I mean, we're looking for I mean, it's our own Grenadian. We're looking forward to see his face on our dollars one of these days. But
Oh, well, he might be cousins. I don't know. I don't know. If you didn't grow up in church, and with me, then I would not know the person.
yeah, different church, I guess.
Well, God bless her soul. You know, I
She
hope
was a
that
pastor, right?
she give her heart to
She
the
was a
Lord.
minister. She was a minister.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you talking about I'm the woman with a whole set of children?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I cannot say anything. Jesus, that's okay. Um, I don't know what to say.
I know.
We just give God thanks and we pray for the family that God will continue to strengthen them because I know the kids are very tight together.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I hope it was no not an accident. I hope that she just died peacefully in her sleep.
I don't know. Like I said, I just see it there. And she's there with her sisters. I don't know if you can see.
Turn it kind of sideways more to you, like
To me,
send it to me on my messenger.
okay.
I know her. Yeah, she was a pastor of some church because one of my mother's sister daughter was going to that church, and she loved to encourage young people.
Yeah.
But in my days growing up, she was not. I don't know if she was a Christian or anything. I only know,
I guess she was always.
you know.
She was always
The only thing I know
the
about her, she
kids.
has a lot of children. She's a lady with a lot of children. That's all I know about her. So we just pray for the
Oh, they're all
children.
grown, have done very well for themselves, and we want to have
Hallelujah.
guidance, yes. So,
Hmm.
okay, I hope I send it to the right account because there are so many.
I know, just send it to the messenger. To the messenger will work. You send it to me on Facebook. You gotta send it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages and see if it's gonna work.
All right, so I sent it to one. Let's see if it happens.
Yeah. So today we were talking about. Oh no, let me go back to the conversation that I was sent out. Some information for the group, and we have to come to a place where we all could sit together or talk, do a talk on if I can do like a Zoom call with the whole group at one time. Make
Mhm.
it into a business call and do a business call with everybody and see how we can work it out. Or because God has given me like so much new ideas is coming now, but I'm not seeing the groups. I'm seeing different people, and I'm not too sure. Should I just to me, I'm gonna feel as though I personally abandoned them, and I'm struggling with just going ahead with what God gives me. But I'm not too sure. I don't want to say it here, but I just gonna have to just trust God and make sure that we know that things is gonna be okay. Sometimes things and plateau for a while and they take up again. So I don't want to move when things is plateau. And God is not saying move now. He only saying these are the ideas. So I'm gonna hold on to the ideas and not move with the ideas yet,
Mhm.
because I'm not a person that likes to run. I like to hear from him first. Tell me exactly what to do. I don't do just run. If you want to run. Oh, awesome moments. Mm. So we give God thanks. And the other thing we had a discussion today. This is February
Mhm.
month, and I decided to bring up a thing today. And one that I brought up was negative mindset.
Mhm.
And that turned out to be something as it turned into kind of politics thing there and a kind of this, and this. But it was
Why did it turn to politics though?
because it started to go with color. And
Oh,
we come no and no and no before that I said, does anybody know or understand about birth orders? So unfortunately, a lot of people don't believe in birth orders, but it is biblical. Birth
explain
order is
ex,
biblical.
explain it for me.
Like a firstborn, your
Oh.
firstborn child or boy or whatever you want to call it, most times the boy, they are called into ministry. And some of them, they run for years, man. They run, they don't want to have nothing to do with God. The more God called them as a further they run, and then eventually they surrender their heart and they come in with tattoos or they come in with earrings and see them when they begin to gun that gospel. It's like every time they open their mouth is a blast, is door, this bomb will come out of them. And
Mhm.
a second child is a child that she know where she fit, but the confidence is not really at par as it was. But if it's the first boy and then the second one is a girl, she tends to revel to go competition. The thing. Choose to see, well, he can say that, but I'm a girl, so I can do this, and this is more powerful. So you get like the little ego
Okay.
thing there with her. And
Okay.
then, so if you have one child, that's why I went into that, because I have one child. So I went into this study to find out why he is the way he is. So a firstborn child, which is a boy, and the only child, They act like the boss. They act like the leader. They act as though they are the father. Then they act as though they are the mother. They act as though that you don't know nothing at all. They act like 5 children in one. Everything that they think or they say goes. So that's the reason why I went into and study about the developmental health and mindsets about only children. And then I went into the birth order to know when does a tantrum throw? What do I do as a mother? So I had to learn all that because I had nobody to teach me. So guess what I do? I just study. So easy. So I was able to get myself everything that he know or think he know, study it quick, because you had to beat him. If that boy tell you that the sky is pink, don't tell him that the sky is blue. He will put you sit down and the lectures start. Why you seeing it blue? I tell you, if that boy come out a lawyer, every criminal case will be set loose on the face of this earth. I thank God that he didn't go into law because he can, no matter what you say, he have a way he can turn things around. When he turn it around, even
You
me,
believe it. Believe
even
it,
me with
right?
my smart self, I'm saying, yeah, I didn't see it that way. You sure, Ma? Yeah, because I'm telling you. So what I did, I went and learned. Went back to school.
Oh my gosh.
And I learned to, I didn't learn because I want to learn. I wanted to beat him at his own game. That's, so I went back to school with vengeance so I could beat him. Like this on computer. And you say, could you help me just do something? And he will take it away and then he wants to do it there. No.
Yeah.
I would learn and I'll show you. So that's how I had to learn.
About it. I see the rivalry between my first and last. Well, so I have three. And the first and last, they get along for a little while, and
Mm,
then there is rivalry and whatever. And the second one was always the mediator. So I remember they were younger and I had to go out and I had to leave them home. I had to go with one at all times. Make sure that I'm only leaving two. The middle one and the first, or the middle one and the last can stay for a while until I get back. But I could not leave the first and the last for very long.
because and the two boss, they both boss. I don't know what boss is higher than what boss, but they boss. So the third child, which is the third child is a misunderstood child. He don't know if he's coming or if he's going. He just sits and he try to figure out things and he said, oh, you know what? I don't think that this is going to work like that. But he doesn't really come out and talk. And with a third child, if you're too hard on them, they grow up with low self-esteem because no one on the face of the earth have ever born with low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is something that we acquire on the way up by people saying, sit down, and don't do this and stop doing that. You talk too much. Sit. So you grow up, you're not too sure of yourself. You don't know where you want to fit in. Should I lean to the first child because he's stronger? And then they get intimidated because the first one is more boisterous and he will just say what he wants to say. And the last one will say, well, let me tell you something. This doesn't work like that, okay? So they stay with you for 2 seconds. They agree with you. 2 minutes after, well, let me tell you something. So that's how it is best when you have kids always learn about their temperaments and their personality because they will hit you with bombshell and you want to say, oh, the child is so disrespectful. Children are not disrespectful. They're just assertive. And if you bring some North American children back home to the Caribbean, first thing like they say in the Caribbean, oh my God, that child is rude. No, the child is assertive. And that's what my mother used to say about me. You're so rude. I was not rude. I was just assertive and misunderstood all the time.
I was always told, shut up. Licks, you're crying and shut up, swallow it up. Oh my God. You know,
Like, what do
you're
you want,
beating me
blood?
and Obviously, what I would do is scream out, you know what I mean? Shut up, close it up. But my last one never used to let down for the other two. No matter what he's holding on, listen, he will hold on to whatever it is. He is bawling, but he's not letting go.
And then they have and color ratio. So if you're a green, you're very a green and gold. I mix with the two. I don't know why. Green and gold or green and purple, something like that. I forget now. You could be very strong-willed.
I think I'm more blue, but I think I was mixed with green, but more blue, more on the blue side. Or was it green and a bit of blue, something like that. We worked it out a few times, and I'm like, okay.
And everything fall back to the word of God, and people got to understand where they fit in as individual. As I was telling them today, so I give them something so they can go back, and individually read and understanding your calling and your purpose. You're understanding where God wants you and where He's taking you to. Understand those things in them. That's why it is always better to study, because the Bible says, lack of knowledge, you'll perish. And it doesn't just mean in the Bible, it means on every aspect of our lives.
True. Yeah.
So some of them was talking about the law and what the law do, and the American law and the Caribbean law, talking about slavery. So I was able just to come back, and just smooth it around. But it was awesome. So they liked and that topic that we did today. So I told them already, I'm a teaser. I will bring topic that will tease you, and then we'll just come back and close it. It was such an awesome day today to see them really. And I don't discuss with them what God gave me. When the camera is turned on, then I say, well, this is what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, you like to do that.
So there is no forewarning. There is nothing. There is just a free flow of understanding who you are and where you can flow. That's what it is. I love the way how God does it, because when I leave here after the morning show, I don't know anything. I go and sleep.
I am with the person that needs order, so I like to know. Okay, we're gonna be discussing that topic. You know what I mean? Even if I don't go, searching or whatever, I still like to know. So that's from my personality. I like to know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sonia, Mama Sonia send me her WhatsApp page. I don't know for what. For me to call her, Sonia, that's gonna have to be next couple of days. I will get to you on that. So we're gonna share.
My handsome son.
Show off, man. No problem. You just keep it up. You just keep showing off.
I was just going to go share on Facebook and I see my.
Yeah, he has on his cadet uniform.
Oh no! Kind of showing off his. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I don't know how to put the thing for you.
Okay, so you gotta hold the camera. You gotta hold the phone like this. So instead of watching the phone, just watch the camera, and then you're gonna see it like this.
He's overseas right now, so you can see.
I'll see.
Got a moment to send me a picture. I don't know.
I'm not
I mean, that's an iPhone, right?
Yeah, this is my second grand.
Oh yeah, okay. Wow. Okay.
And then this is the first one. Oh gosh. Hold on. I'll show it to her. This one is Kumara, and this one here, she have on my brown hair. So this is
yeah. Cute.
She's 2 years old.
Okay. Wow.
She's gonna be 3 next week.
In February? Okay.
Yeah, the 26th.
Okay.
And the boss of all boss who fights everybody.
Yeah.
She's going to be 2, and this one here is going to be 3.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that's the boss of the boss.
Yeah.
So I love them.
Right. So I send you mine also.
Ah, look at him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Taylor.
Mr. Handsome. Huh?
Taylor.
No, I
Ah,
don't I don't know where you get the you know, I'm not even bothering to ask again.
I thought it was Alan alone.
I said,
Our whole
what's wrong
name
with
is
your
all over.
name? I didn't give you this name.
Oh no, they have their own name and they'll change it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go. And did you send out anything today?
Today?
Did you
Today?
get
Now?
any
You mean
message
now?
from my sister?
You
Hmm?
sharing now? Send out what today?
No, 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 no. And Pastor Rodney.
Well, I mean, you send that thing, so I thought, let me see who responds. He's in the group,
Did he
right?
respond?
No, but I'm saying he's in the group, so I didn't go to him personally. No. Because last week he said that, I mean, he had a few things doing and he thought the first 2 weeks, would have been the ladies. So he got involved with some other things. So he'll try and come on as often as he can.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna go back in the group. I don't think anybody respond. That's okay. That's just a confirmation of what the Lord is doing. So it's a good thing I don't take things personal. Things like this. I don't take it personal. I just flow with what He gave me, and in time He usually just change things around, and that I'm grateful for. So I have Doris and so in the daytime team now we have a good flow. We have Doris, Veronica, Pastor Fleming, Minister Antoine, and myself.
Okay, that's good. Because again, tomorrow I'm working, so.
You're working tomorrow? I think it's supposed to be taking Thursdays off.
But with the university resuming classes, I have to go there tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
school is back in session. Oh, we having internet issues throughout the world. So if you have internet issues, the internet is dropping, don't feel bad.
As per usual.
Huh?
I say, as per usual, I don't know what's happening with the internet all over.
Oh yeah, because here it's working good, over here it's not. So I just had to say, Sir Internet, until they decide to fix it. I don't know when. They was claiming that if you have a house, they can work faster. If you're in a condo building, it takes more time, it takes slower.
I don't know, I see it as worldwide, so.
It is, it is, it is. And they all know, but they just don't want to come out to, I don't know why people don't be honest. Just say, and we're not going to give you because of the world order soon. It's going to be a changing of things. It's so easy.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
just say it. It's not easy. Just say things. Is
They'll
anyone
say it,
say
they'll say it
things?
in time.
Huh?
Or they'll say it in time, or they just expect you to read between the lines.
Oh, they don't want I'm a panic in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah. Because we're going through one already, so.
Mm.
You know.
So here in Canada, we had the workers, the truckers that was on strike.
We were praying on that tonight.
Yes. So
Just for peace and calm.
who that's supposed to be coming into the country, maybe shelves gonna be empty soon. Well, if you don't know how to eat crackers and drink water, well, or make jam and have it there, and they use it as butter. Just don't put too much sugar in it. You can use it as bread and butter, bread and jam. That's sweet. Or if you make a salad, become a rabbit. Eat salad, get leaves outside, whether it have milk on it or not, then you throw some some jam on it and you just eat it. And something gotta work, just get some tree bark. It's healthy too. It's called mobby. You say, well, instead of you boil it, you just eat it raw. Shavings, it could work.
A good time to start fasting.
Or the best thing to do. Welcome to my world. Just fast it out. No, I'm gonna lose weight. Mm-mm. Not for too long. Don't fast for too long. I've been there with sticks and stones near break my bones with words.
I know it's
So,
it's tough. Okay.
I want us to go back on self-discipline. I don't know if I did it with you yet.
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline, self-discipline. Do you know procrastination is a sin? Why everybody just looks surprised when I say that?
No, because I'm wondering, as you said, no, you said that I'm wondering if I did that with you or if it was something else I was listening to.
Yeah, that's a biggie. That's a thing that people don't like, but they seldom do. Procrastination is a sin. It's a sin. And lying to people is a sin.
Oh yeah.
And okay, I'm glad you say yes. So
No, lying to people,
how?
of course.
Oh yeah,
we
I
lie.
will show you how we tell lies. I will show you
We
how
lie
we
every
tell
day.
lies. If you have somebody coming by and you tell the person say, "Well, I'll pass and pick you up," and you tell the person, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get ready," and the person get there and you're not even ready, and then people like me, you see, yeah, I have a problem, and then first I'll tell you what is my problem, and then I will tell you about what I just want to tell you. My problem is if somebody tell me that they're going out at 2 o'clock, I get ready and I'll be in my car waiting for you for 2 o'clock. Yes? If somebody say, well, get ready for 5, I know by 4:30 I should finish. The only thing to do is to grab my coat because the minute time I touch my coat, all panic come on if it's in the wintertime. I panic because I sweat a lot and it wouldn't take me nothing for my head to get wet. That's why I always in this braids because I don't want to use no other braids because then it gonna look trashy by the end of 2 weeks. My head always wet, I never dry. My skin is wet, whether winter, summer, doesn't matter what season. I'm sweating. So you find me once I touch that coat, I start, oh my god, oh my god. And then I put on the shoes. So I either cry or I don't want nobody to talk to me when I have on the coat. Don't talk to me, just let me sit outside in the car in the cold with the windows down so at least I could breathe.
Oh my gosh.
I struggle with cold, yes, and I'm gonna tell the world about it. That's why I prefer to live here in North America because I love the winter. In the summertime, I get to put on just a dress and don't put on nothing underneath it, just regular ladies' two piece, and then a dress, and I put on a flip flop. So I'm comfortable because now I don't have to worry. Even though I sweat, It's only my hair that is dripping. This is braids. And this does be wet. If you squeeze it like this, it wet.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sometimes my friend says, do you just wash your hair or you wet it? So you know what? I choose not to go into that conversation right now, for my sanity's sake, and that's why I don't wear
is it
makeup.
braids that is causing the heat?
Make a mistake and take off that braid because my hair is about here, about here. You take off this braids and you make a mistake and you comb that hair out,
It's flat
and
on
it
your
doesn't have
head.
a part to breathe. All the hair is wetting into two. So if I have all the underbraids, I tend to do that when I'm outside, so I can get an egg going through. I'll put on the AC in the car, and then I'll hold this right here, so the cool breeze is gonna go through. I have issues, okay, people in the world. I have
Loads
issues.
of them.
So that's why I cannot wear makeup. People think that I wear makeup. It says, yeah, you wear makeup. No, I don't. Probably I just put something on my lip or some lip gloss or some pencil business. I put some color, but on my face, there is nothing.
Yeah, I don't wear makeup either.
You make a mistake and put something there, you'll sweat it out to your wonder. So
And
because
the worst thing is to see makeup running. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
so that's
Okay.
my problem. And that's why I was not always punctual, I can say that. But when somebody tell me I'm going to get ready now, I am hearing I'm going to get ready now.
Now.
That's
Mhm.
what I am hearing. So by the time I leave here, to get there, you should be outside. So then the person would say, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I said I was going to get dressed, but I didn't say. I'm still looking for my shoes. I'm still looking for my jacket. It's not on yet." Those are little lies. That's why that's why I look at it. And procrastination is a sin because when people say that when somebody give you an assignment and they say we want to collect it on Thursday, you're not doing it. You wait until Wednesday night and then you call everybody. So your emergency now become everybody else's emergency, which is not good.
Mhm.
Or they will say, you don't have an appointment tonight. I should have told you, but I forget. But it's gonna be in the morning, yeah, by 8 o'clock. You kidding me? So I have now to change my schedule around yours to fit your emergency. Procrastination is a sin in itself. How we can
Mhm. Let me see how I should say it.
it's a lack of
I had
disrespect.
an I had an issue with it, but mainly from my not if somebody okay, if I have to do something for somebody, I try to get it done. Unless I forgot, whatever. But
Mm.
in terms of what I have to do for me, I know I have to do, okay, so I need to do a video. And I know I need to do the video, I wanted to do it and put it up by so and so time. And I would wait on the last moment. And if you notice, I would, start doing something. And after a while, I just like drop out of it. Because I can't keep that commitment to myself consistently. But for me, you know what I mean? But if I know I have to do
You
it
lie
for
to yourself.
huh?
So
So it's
you
like
lie
to
to yourself.
myself. Yeah, yeah. I really, really like I came from a training last night and the homework is to do a video. Yes, it's by Sunday night, but in my head I was thinking, okay, so tomorrow we'll do this, and then so I have time to do, you know what I mean? And I have not started anything up to now. So yeah, when it comes to me. But I try, okay, so like, my kids, I know they have to do XYZ, and I'm trying to say, okay, so the due date is Friday night, midnight. Try to have it by Thursday. Try to have it by Wednesday. I try to have it done by Wednesday. So if there's any little thing, you know what I mean, you could tweak, you could do whatever. Always try to, I'm pushing them to present before. But like I said, when it comes to me, as long as it's personal, it's not going to be affecting anybody. It's just affecting me. I'm like that. So yeah, like to myself. what day was it? Saturday. I had to like do some work on myself, forgiving myself. It's like you forgive everybody else and whatever, and you know, and I find myself still holding on to things, and I'm like, God, I just want to release them to you. Yeah. So I had a little shift on Saturday. I was in a conference all weekend, personal development, and
Oh,
it was
John
really
Maxwell.
well that is yeah, I did a training with him for about 2 hours. Wow, that was something else. Well, he was just part
In
of. It
Tennessee.
was 3 days, so we had like different speakers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But coming from a Christian point of view, wow, that was great. And then with the pastor on the Sunday evening, that was really good. Really, really good.
Mm.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, every speaker who were Christians. The only time I heard somebody else from a different denomination was when they had like a whole group of leaders on stage and a couple of people interviewing them. And one said that he's Muslim, yes, but a lot of the things that the leader was teaching, he take it and use it to make him become a better Muslim.
Mm.
You know, he took a lot of the Christian principles and use it to make him be a better person. And this is a 20-something year old speaking like that, and I was like, wow, good for you. Anyway, today I had the opportunity to talk to a young man. He's 22, but you know, Christian. He said, I grew up in church all my life. There was a point in time when I thought my mother and father are Christian, so automatically I get into heaven, you know. And he was living his life that way until he realized he was being unsuccessful, you know, in terms of school and all of that, and had to come to the realization that, oh, they would go, but I have to make that personal choice to accept Christ, you know. And he said, like, once I did that, I changed school and I realized there were people, teachers in the school that knew me, friends in the school that knew me. My grandmother was nearby. Now I know that I have people I have to be accountable to. And I just, you know, started to take my schoolwork seriously. And he said all that change came just at the time when he decided that he had to make that conscious decision to accept Christ for himself individually. And he said, I love the Lord and I'm doing all this now. And he could tell you, you know, friends discouraging him. You're only there because of your parents. So if they die, you're going to stay, you know, you wouldn't leave if they die. And all that. And he said, no, I'm going to stay because I love the Lord. Like, you know, to hear a young man speak like that, I was like, yes, yeah, I know.
They're coming
You're
home. They're
talking about
coming
the young
home.
men, they're coming home. Definitely.
They're coming home. They're coming home.
Definitely.
As you said, forgiving yourself. I did a program on loss. You know, when yourself is lost, even though you have children, you have a spouse, and you grow up being text, and then you become mommy, and then no, you become wife, and then you become mommy, and you in everything that you do is to be there for your spouse or for your children, and you become this mother of these children, and then when the children go, you're lost because like you're not you're not alone. I mean, you're alone, but you don't know where you fit in. It's like who am I again? And you struggle, and then things happen to you in your young days, and because you have the children, that become lost in the back of your mind,
Right.
and all your focus now is on the children and looking after the children and do or get busy and with your work and focus on work and getting going back to school and get this degree and that degree, and then when everything done and you're alone, you're asking yourself, oh, I'm getting older. Oh,
Yeah.
and when you use certain words, it opens the trigger box in the back of your head. And then you sit down and you wonder, I was hurt. And you begin to take a good look at yourself, and the tears begin to come. It's
Hmm.
like, nobody know about me? Am I existing? Am I not existing? Am I here? Am I not there? and then anger step in. Anger like to put his big foot in. It comes in, and then you remember all of them that hurt you. And if you're not taking care of it, you end up saying, okay, well, I forgive them because, if they don't know, then they don't know. So it's my responsibility to forgive them. But as you're forgiving them, you yourself cannot trust you because you're not too sure how I feel when I say I forgive them. Up here in my mouth, up, it sounds good. In my mind, it says something totally different. Because in the back of your mind, you're saying, I forgive them, but I'm still hurting.
That's what you.
And then your mind starts to play games. Certain time of the day, you may see somebody with a yellow shirt, with a red shirt, with this color, and it may trigger off something. And you say, "Oh, so that's why I was angry." And you tell you like there's a person doing nothing, but it could be the way they shrug themselves or the color. That's why I tell people when you're going through self discipline, go from your small when you were 5 years up. Remember the hurt and ask yourself, how important is this now? How is this affecting me as an individual? Do a soul search and stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing by remembering this, that this could bring on pain? Is this, my God, is this what the Bible was saying? Don't have no other gods. Because the minute time you start to take on people, they become your emblem. And then you sit down and your emotions start climbing you, and everything all over just start coming. So you have to get to that place and say, you know what? Today I will choose my high blood pressure. And that's what I had to do. Today I'm going to choose who I should cry over. Today I should choose what pain I want to carry. And I begin to do that. I was not too long ago, 6, 7 years ago. And I say, you know what? People ain't worth it. They don't want my high blood pressure. I given them room in my heart, and I'm already close to 220. No, 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 no. I'm not carrying nobody, and I become selfish. I'm not gonna tell you lie. I become selfish. If not me, nothing else. I become very, 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 very selfish
I
because I
know.
decide I will take you on if I want to take you on. You're not my God.
Exactly.
Then that's how I begin to grow myself because it's important for me to understand me. Because if you don't understand you, you would always look for somebody else to say, my God, you're gorgeous. And then that fill your head. Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I mean, haven't anybody said that to you? And then you would always wait for somebody to say something. And if the person don't say it, then it brings you back to, oh my God, nobody loved me. No, no, yeah,
I
love
stood in
all.
front. I stood in front of my mirror this morning and I said, "Girl, you gorgeous. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're the daughter of a king."
Yes,
And I speak to
yes,
myself this morning before. that's
amen.
that's what
You
I do.
have
And
to.
I even have some affirmations stick up near my mirror. So if I want to, I just pull out a few of them there and I
Mm,
read them. And that's what I do.
good.
I'm
And
not
then,
waiting for anybody to tell me whether they want to tell me or not.
mm, then at that level, nobody can pull you down. They will try. Because the
Of
Bible
course,
said they will gather, they will
of
try.
course.
But know who you are as an individual, man, and walk with your shoulders square and walk gorgeous.
I have to get a stilettos, right? At the
Yes, and
back.
the handbag. Mm.
Hi. So,
Make sure those shoes and the handbag is working, and baby girl, just walk it. Walk the express. You in tongue? Oh, are you walking in the carnage? If you're walking, baby, walk by right. Walk across by the market. Mm. Let they say, where that one come from? I just came down. You know that. But you gotta don't wait for anybody to tell you that you're gorgeous. Kiss yourself in the morning. I'm blessed to be a blessing to others. Hallelujah. Mwah.
Yep. So
Minister
we have another
Antoinette.
gorgeous lady here.
Hi,
Well, hello, Minister Teresa. How are you?
I'm
Mr.
pretty
Tex, how are
good.
you?
I'm pretty good.
Mrs. All Gorgeous.
I know. That smile just light up the screen.
I
So Tex have me on self-discipline and procrastination and how we lie to ourselves and to others sometimes and la la la. So
Oh, great topic. Great
heavy
topic.
topic.
Great
Heavy topic.
continuation of topics.
Okay.
So we need
Yeah,
to
we did
continue it
that
on.
on the what? On the 2:30 show one evening, I think it was Monday. Monday, I
Uh,
think.
yeah,
Yeah, Monday.
yeah.
I said I was gonna join on Monday because Monday was a holiday here, Independence Day celebration. But then I got called out to eat some oil down.
You're a very ungrateful person. Or anybody? I'm telling you, you're ungrateful. I mean, as much as I love you, you just kind of touch on love. Me. Did you eat a pigtail?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Ah,
I
yeah.
forced myself and eat a little. As a matter of fact, no, I did not take pigtail on Monday, right? But then I got a container to come home with, and so I put some for lunch, and it was too much, so I left some. So this morning, when I was warming up the rest, I realized that I have pigtail in it. I said, I thought I'd tell this guy I don't want any meat, but see me eating it.
I don't know
I
what
ate
talking
it, and then I'm
to
saying,
me
I
right
thought
now.
I
Like
didn't want
my
meat.
feelings, my ego has been bruised.
But John had to make an order and call you over, so no worry.
No, I want my
Eh?
own dog in Grenada. There's a
Well
different.
then, well then come to Grenada. What's stopping you?
I can't come down there now.
Well, you're under lockdown again.
No, I put myself on the lockdown. I find like the government is taking too long, so I decided to put my own self on lockdown.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, I said to the government, you know what? I do my own lockdown. Do what you want. I do mine.
Yep. So
But there's a different with the oil down in Grenada itself, sitting there and eating it, and up here. Because
if you
here,
can,
when you
if you
eat it, if you eat a piece of yam and a small piece of and pigtail, you're full, all the top of your belly full. You can't even eat no more. I think if I go to Grenada now and I have on a flared dress and I decide, and people is eating a whole set of people is eating, yeah. Yeah, I think I could make a half a plate. I swear I could make a half a plate. But when it's you alone, just about
yeah.
to you, yeah, you eat, but then and then it wastes because you have it enough for a whole week and once you eat all this food. But
I don't know for 3 days.
It's the sunshine that makes the difference. It's the sun. When you
Maybe.
have that
yeah,
sunshine, really, it
uh,
makes a difference because like the sun is on your body and you can just eat anything without being hungry. Just
Okay.
continue eating. So maybe you should make it in the summertime, Mr. Text. Make it in the summertime.
the thing is, I don't want to make anybody feel bad. I cannot make oil down.
So tell John have to make it and then ship out yours. Ship out. Hi
The Errol
Veronica.
could make an oil down.
There you go.
Hi.
There you go.
The Errol could make the oil down. I'm not good at it. I love oil down and I love cuckoo and I can't do the both of them. And I just I don't know how. I it doesn't work with me. I can't even make porridge. I mean, that is a shame in itself. But I can't make porridge. But I tried one time, I put a little bit, he said, Texas, just a little bit. So I said, sure, no problems. So he left. I go, I get a pot, I get stuff, and I just put just a little bit. Just as you showed me, I put a little bit. We, Papa, when I finished, the whole pot was full, and it dried up. So I said to me, hey, tonight is girls' night, okay? So I'm gonna give away all my weakness. So it never
The
worked.
pot
So I
was
just have
full and yet it dried down. I don't understand that. I'm not trying to figure out how it was full and then dried down.
it had no water or no milk in it. So I end up throwing it out before we come home and see it. And then you're gonna ask me, what's that? Is that food? And and then I would not be able to confess my sins. So instead of just walking away and go lie down and pretend I don't know how that get there, I throw it out. Because when something can turn out right, he often say, what's that? Make it a lie to the table say, oh no, how'd I get here? So to avoid that and be the good Christian that I am, I just don't do
go
it.
lie down.
One day he laughed at me. So I said to him, I'm gonna make jello, right? And I brag, I'm gonna make this jello. So he didn't know that I can make jello. I put a thing in the fridge, it taken long. And somebody said, oh, you're gonna leave it there for long. So I drink it because I find it was an hour past. So you just drink it. No, and you're supposed to wait. So I said to him, how come the jello did not form? So he said, how long did you leave it in the fridge? Hear me. About 45 minutes an hour. He said, I'm so where it is. So first of all, I said, I'm gonna lie to him and tell him I throw it out, but not realizing he got smart. So he says, so where did you throw it out? So I said, oh, you don't need to ask me any question. There are many ways of throwing out things. He said, well, what's your way? I said, drink it. So there's my secret, okay? there's my secret.
But things, there's instructions on the box.
Listen to me. I have no time for reading instruction when I see exactly what the thing say. It have a bowl on it and it have the jello. So you mix it and you put the thing in it and you put it you put it in the fridge. And I watch it. It's still shaky. I just drink it, man. Enough with this nonsense. So how long? I supposed to wait 2 hours? No. So because of that, I cannot make jello.
Oh my goodness! Oh boy!
You know, as we on this topic, I just want to share one of my great cooking tips. I went to the grocery store and I saw this vegetable I never seen it before. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try this because it's good to try different vegetables at times. So now I know what it is. It's an eggplant, right? Because
Okay.
they know you call it bhaji, right?
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
So I brought it home and I thought it's very new. I'm just gonna try stick it in the oven. I think it's in the oven is better. So I got my baking container, I put it in, cover it over. I don't know how long I'm supposed to cook it for because it was it was very hard, right? It's very, but I didn't know what it was. So I stick it in the oven for an hour. When I waited there, I saw it take flat. As I dropped back, I want to know what happened to the, it was big, right? It was pretty big. So I got in the oven, I opened it, I see it was flat. I jumped back for a minute. What happened there? It's supposed to be still the same side. I'm expecting to just poke it in with a fork to see if it's already baked. Only to got there was flat. So I goes, oh, what happened? Why did it went flat? I said, it's supposed to bake for an hour, most vegetables, right? So I took it out of the oven and it was literally flat, dried out. So I was so puzzled. I didn't know what to do with it because I figured, should I eat it? Should I throw it out? I don't know what to do with it now. And I make sure nobody was around, so nobody wouldn't ask me anything or nothing because I make a really big boo about this vegetable I'm trying to figure out. So after a while, I didn't cook it. I threw it out because I didn't know what to do with it. I was just, trying a vegetable. So I thought maybe I should have read up on it and something. I just figured it's very tough, very hard. Just stick it in for an hour. Hey, an hour is good because most things cook in an hour, hour and a half. So I said that's one of them. Fall it over, no problem. Leave it there for the hour. Came back, it was flat, and we couldn't eat it. We threw it out because I said, well, I think I didn't get this out herb. So, but now I've read up on it and I listen to other people talk about it. I know I really love it. I've made it today. I just enjoy eating it. But that was one of my, when I don't make a lot of stuff, but just trying something new. And I didn't look it up. I didn't understand how it cooked, but I just felt like, hey, stick it in the oven. So I learned now that we have, I said, no, I'm not going to try anything without looking at it, see the ingredients. And
Mr. Google, anything, go on Mr. Google.
I like to mix stuff up, I'm baking stuff. I put my own adjustment, make my own adjustment.
Right.
Had that in, and sometimes it doesn't come out very great, but
like I cannot make an ordinary cake. Tell me to make a light cake or just a plain cake. No, I could buy a box cake, follow the instructions, and I maybe could add some carrots, a little bit more flour, you know what I mean? But if I have to make a cake with, the sugar and the butter and whatever, it would never come out right. Come out too greasy, flat. If I put cherries in it, all those things to the bottom. I just don't know what to do to get it good. I could do a black cake, but not a regular cake. So that's my blip. Tell me to make bread. Make you all the bread in the world, but not cakes. So we have all a little. What I was doing for my kids, so they would eat it anyway. So we survived.
Yes,
but that vegetable, that was never a favorite of mine. Now, like I ate it in the oil. I could eat a little bit, somebody do it, but I'm not going to take it and venture on my own because it's not a favorite vegetable of mine at all. Yep. So let's see
I just wanted to say, since we're sharing things that we are not so good at, my thing is rice.
Yeah.
I cannot make rice at all. And last week I said, I'm going to attempt it again. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if it's maybe the amount of rice, maybe not enough water, maybe too much water. I'm not really sure what it is, but I ended up cooking some last week and I just ended up throwing the whole thing away because it didn't even look like rice. I don't know what it looked like. Mush.
Making rice tea.
It was
making rice. You could have added milk and then you have a porridge of rice.
No, I didn't add it. I didn't add any of that. I
was just saying because you said it was mush, so it was too soft.
It was too. I think what it is, I kept stirring it. I kept stirring the rice.
So maybe that could be because it's supposed to leave and steam on its own for a good 20 minutes.
And then it depends on what rice.
Depends on what you put in there too.
So I'm gonna share on my daughter because she wanted to make pilau in the US, right? So so she had to get the chicken and stuff and season it up and whatever. So I was with them on the phone, video chatting while they burn the coloring, open up windows and take off the thing on the fire. Like all that thing that would go off if the fire.
Fire alarm.
The fire alarm took that off, whatever, so they could burn the coloring themselves. So I was with them all through that. They put the meat on, whatever. So I said, okay, you have to take a little color and let it half cook before you put the rice in. Not realizing that they were using basmati rice. I thought I was gonna buy the form, brown rice to use. So I left them at that stage, went to sleep because we 2 hours difference in time. And the next morning she said, "Mommy, the didn't come out good at all." So I'm like, "Why?" "Well, we put in the rice and then maybe had too much water." And I'm like, "So I told you put a little bit of water and then just keep adding it until the rice is soft enough." And she said, "Well, basmati rice, so that is taking no water whatsoever. So it come out like a big slop." She said we ate a little bit of it, but I was so embarrassed. Wrong rice. So it depends on the rice. You need to know how much water to put. If it's basmati, what is it, a cup of rice to half 1 cup of water to half cup of rice.
Oh,
And then you bring it to the boil and you lower it down and you let it simmer.
wait,
See, I usually get that.
When T is speaking, you have to wait until she finish and she mute. So it's
Okay.
not like when we speak in here, we can just speak over because her mic, I don't know what I'm gonna have. We always get an echo.
Okay.
Yeah. Now she's mute. Now you go.
No, I was just gonna say that. Well, actually, I forgot what I was gonna say. So go.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
So we can talk about, let's go back to self-discipline. What do you need to discipline yourself about for this month? I'm not going to say for the year. You're going to fail. For this month.
For this month, I need to, I'm looking at my table here and it's full of Bible studies and commentaries and, I need to get on to it. I do little at a time, but I need to just like dive into it and just start studying, and not just reading. I need to really do that. And I keep saying that every single day. And I'm just gonna have to make the time for it, because I want to be able to not only read it, but be able to study it, even if it's an hour and a half a day or something like that. I want to be able to go deep into it and be able to know. So that's the thing. Pastor Fleming said today something really that stuck out with me. He says, "In all that get an understanding." Whatever it is that you're going through, just make sure you get a full understanding of it. So for me, I said, you know what? I'm going to take that with me for the rest of this year here. I'm just going to make sure that whatever I do, I get a full understanding of it. So that's one of the things I need to work on, is just studying, not just reading the word of God, but studying the word of God. And I'm really going to give it, I know we're 9 days into this month here and the month is short, but I'm going to give it a good effort. I do my best thinking late at night, so I'm going to use that time to probably do it.
The best time to study is in the morning.
No, for me, I'm a night child. So for me, the mornings are not good.
Oh.
They're not good at all. For me, I do my best thinking, my best meditation, all that at night.
So what time do you go to bed?
Don't even ask. Don't even ask.
You need some schedule plans. You need a schedule plan because you should go to bed at no later than midnight.
Nah.
And wake up fresh in the morning, pray, schedule a time to read, schedule a time to pray, schedule a time to just take the word and say, you know what, Lord, I'm going to do this for 15, 20 minutes. Because it is so important to wake up early in the morning and pray.
I do wake up in the morning and I do pray and I do read. Like I said, I have.
What time in the morning?
In the mornings, it all depends on what time I went to bed the night before. Sometimes it's way in the hours of the night, and it's like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. But I get up around 8:30, and 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I say my morning prayer. I do the commentary, and I listen to the music, and so that's my routine. And then throughout the day, I'm praying. I have my mini Google that reminds me it's time to pray. So it says, oh, Veronica, you have a reminder. So, I use that to make sure I, say my daily prayers and just giving God thanks throughout the day. And, even when I'm not at home, I'm always, looking at things, looking at people, talking to people, and giving God thanks, So my schedule is not like, my schedule is off because I'm not working now. So it's like my schedule is off. It's like I'm sleeping like from 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to 9, and then in the day I'm taking a nap. So it's not like a full 8 hours of sleep. It's here and there right now. So that's another thing I need to work on too. But yeah, I usually get up in the mornings around 8:30, 9 o'clock and do my morning prayer, give God thanks for the day, and do my commentaries. Like I said, they're quick reads. So, it's like you reading the scripture, you're reading the commentary, and you're done, right? So
what time
but
are you giving your heart a rest so that your body can flow, the blood
well,
can?
like I said, around sometimes, well, it all depends. Sometimes I go to bed, it's like 2 o'clock, sometimes 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sleeping until about 9, 8:30, 9 o'clock, right? And then I get up and sometimes I'll go back to sleep. It all depends. My schedule is different from day to day. It's not like a consistent schedule right now. And,
Self-discipline.
y-
From tonight, you go to bed at either 12:15, 15
uh,
after midnight.
I can
Or
go,
just lie there.
I can go get into bed at 9:50, but that don't mean I'm gonna go to sleep. And that's the thing about it, because if I don't go to sleep, I feel like it's something else that I could be doing, And so that's why I said I'm gonna take the night to read and study the word, even if it's just an hour, hour and a half, instead of, looking at YouTube or, something that I've been, doing a lot of. So, you know, anyway, that's something that I need to work on.
Okay.
Mhm.
So T,
Self-discipline.
self-discipline.
But I'm laughing at text saying go to bed at 12:15. Text, what time you go to bed? Like 2 in the morning. Okay.
I'm the
She
one
don't
that
even
about
she don't
self.
even sleep.
Hear you.
She don't sleep. For me, I always had well, I don't want to say always, but very often punctuality. I say I want to leave home at 8 o'clock in the morning, and 8:30, I'm still just probably jumping in the shower, and I find I leave home at 9 or 9:30. And I guess because because my okay, so I have two part-time jobs. One is very flex. As long as I get in there and put my hours, do what I have to do. The other one, if I have to get there for 11 years, then I know I have to leave home an hour before, make sure that I get there for 11, but before 11. So that one is very fixed, but that one is like, scheduled. So I have that thing. So like this morning, I knew I wanted to leave home by 9. I didn't leave home until about 5 minutes to 10. So that's my little.
So which means that you respect one and you don't respect the other one.
Like I said, the other one is flex,
Yeah, because it flex.
But
It means
but
you
but because
respect.
but I wanted there was something that I wanted to do this morning that I did not do because I had 2 stops to make before I get there, and I only ended up doing one. Did not do the other one, so that's another day again. You know what I mean? And said what you can do today, don't leave it for tomorrow. But yeah, so sometimes but that is because again too I'm a kind of night person too. So when I'll do whatever in the night and then go to bed, and then when you get up in the morning a little bit more. So I will go then late, as you know, and then I would leave late. So yeah, that's my kind of thing. So it's just a matter of getting because you know, sometimes my friends, the kids would call and say, "What time you get in here? You say you're coming for ages." And this is a 5-year-old telling me that. If they say come for lunch, as long as I don't get there, the kids don't want to eat. They're waiting for time to come to eat lunch. So yeah, so if they expect me to come like 12 and 12:30 and I'm not there yet, it's like you're taking for ages. So I have to do, you know, better in that
Please,
part.
yeah, please do that. I find a new way of sleeping. So now when I go to bed, I'll turn. Well, I don't know. Some kids decide to fix my phone. So when 8 o'clock, I cannot only about three, only about 2 or 3 people phone calls I can take. The rest I don't hear. No matter what it is, I don't hear it. My phone don't ring. You just see that you miss calls. So now that is good for me. I learned how to fix it, but I'm choosing not to fix it. So because of that, I'm good. So when I go to bed now at night, I find a new way of falling asleep. I cover myself now. Before I didn't use a cover, I cover now, and then I take the big spread and I cover on my head. And in a matter, you can count 1, 2, 3. I'm gone. Hear me? Yes. So by this morning, I wake up. It was 3:30. I said, I lie down on my stomach, and then I get a soup right again. I cover back my head. Then when I get up again, I see 4:17. So I said, my God, you didn't even sleep. I close my eyes again and I start counting. I say, Father, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I fall asleep. When I check the time again, 4:27. I said, now how did that work? And then I see 5 o'clock, and then I see 5:30, and then I see 6 o'clock. I go like, oh, so I slept. Now between this time here, and then I just got frustrated and I uncover my head and just stay like that. So the sleep don't want to come, it doesn't want to come. Because when I get up at by 6:30, I have to be up out of bed so I could be here by 7:30. And then when I come here now that I'm here, start at 7:30, we finish here by 10, then the call starts. So I would have to do private counseling. So I have all that to get done. If not, I run. I just go outside because once I go outside, the phone hardly ring because I don't hear it because I'm driving. So I don't hear it. And then the phone gonna tell the person this phone is on do not disturb. So okay. So be my secretary, see if I care. So the phone would send that message to them, which means I wouldn't see the message until I come back here. So I don't see that message, and I really want to try to change that because when the message that the phone sent, it sounds very disrespectful, and I want to say sorry, I'm not available, but Siri is not picking up that I said. It picks up what it wants to picks up, and it send these kind of rude messages to people. And I'm saying people probably think because I have that personality, probably I didn't say it. So there's nothing I can do, and it's so I'm getting a lot of self-discipline with a phone. I'm not scrolling now, or I'm choosing not to bring my iPad now in the room because when I bring it in the room, I have free time. So I get to watch. When you go on Facebook, they have like the TV little thing. So you get to watch African movies. So I decide, no, you're not coming because when I wake up in the morning time, I'm very tired. So the iPad is not coming in the room. So I'll talk to it here. You're not coming in the room tonight. You're not allowed. So because of that now, it helps me now when I go to bed now, I shower and then I just pull that cover over my head. Mm. Before I never used to cover. I don't like it. Yeah, I find I'm too hot. I find I'm just wet in the morning time. But no, for me to sleep because in the morning I'm very tired and I can't minister effectively if I'm tired. So I got to make a choice. Do you want to be tired and not be effective? And then so I listen to different prayer at 5:30 I'll turn it on my phone or come and grab the iPad, which gives me that chance to walk down the hallway, pick it up, and walk back up. So that's my morning exercise. I use that just to come off the bed and then take that and turn on the prayer. Now, when I turn it on, I have to turn it on loud so it would not cause me to feel drowsy to go back to sleep. And then I start doing my stuff. And then by 7:15, 7:20, I'm sitting here. And then I don't turn on until sometime 7:34, 35, because I've gone back inside to do something. And by the time I come here, it's 7:35, 36. I'm like, but I just go there to come here. Like, how long does it take? So I just come and sit down here. But this month, I am a rigid person on what I do and how I do things. I know now that I have to eat. So every day since February start, I'm finally eating, guys. I'm finally eating. Things are staying down, and I'm eating. Even though I'm still picky, but I'm eating now. I'm cooking in the daytime, and I'm eating, so which is good. I drink water.
What are you cooking? What are you cooking during the day?
So yesterday I made I think it was Monday. Yeah, I made a bhaji with corn and yes, I made a bhaji with corn and meat. On Tuesday, I experiment. So I made this. They have this tin of beans. You know this kind of the red kidney beans. So I make that with a lot of peppers, sweet peppers, and onions. So I do like a kind of bhaji, like I saute the onions, and I think then I make some dumpling in another pot, and then when I finish, I pour the beans inside of the pepper and the onions and thing, and I hot that, make it hot. Then I scoop out all the dumplings. Make sure I don't put the water in, and then I put it in there so it's come out. And then I put saltfish. Salt. I love saltfish. So I boil my saltfish. I get it cool. The temperature is cool, long it's dry. So I crush it up in little pieces and put it in there. Ooh la 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 la. I'm a dumpling child, okay? So so leave me alone. So
is
today
that like two starches in one? Like the dumplings and the kidney beans? Is that like two starches?
I am not losing weight. I am bad for my weight and it's not going anywhere.
But I'm just asking, is that two starches?
The beans should be protein, right?
But it's yes, protein, but is it starchy?
No.
Does it have like a soft inside?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No,
that's a kidney bean. That's a kidney.
Yeah, that's
bean.
what she's talking about. Kidney beans.
That's protein, right? A little protein into that.
Yeah, but it's
protein and fiber.
But it's also like a carb too, right?
I never see
I don't know
way.
what is carb. I don't know what is not carb. All I know, I'm not going to be losing no weight. So I'm not looking at carb or Calvin or Susan. I'm just cooking. If it tastes good, I'm going to eat it.
I think I'm going to try that recipe with the kidney beans. I never had kidney beans, but I think it would be good with the peppers and the onions. I'm going to try that probably tomorrow.
Yeah, so you got to saute it first. You saute the onions and the thing. And then after you put a little bit of black pepper, and then you put a kidney bean, so the kidney beans could boil in there in its own water.
Oh, you have to boil the kidney beans? You have to boil them?
So how else?
It have the liquid that it comes in, but normally I throw out some of the liquid too because of the salt. So I throw off some of that thick liquid. And you could make like a soup, but make it not a long.
Yeah, it comes out
so that's what you did,
yeah.
Right? So then if you have like kale, stuff like that, you can spinach, you can
all by
throw in
themselves. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You can buy the bean unsalted in the can because some of them come unsalted, so you can choose which one you want. And
You
salt
have
it
you
or
have
salt.
that option. I do.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Because I've seen it before in the store. And I know I buy and salted. So I'm saying to you, if you see it in your store, if it's there and you choose that, that's great. Otherwise, I just put some water to it and just rinse it off a bit to remove some of the salt that's sitting there. But it's great to eat.
So I
Beautiful.
think I'm gonna.
I did some basmati rice today, and then I do a bit of a saute onions with black pepper, and then I did some smoked sardines.
Smoked sardines.
She has come a long way. I mean, she can three
course,
different
of
dishes in
course.
3 days. That's awesome.
Yes, of course, I'm doing better. I have to do it because this is February month, and I want to be able to start disciplining myself, because I often look at food as a waste of time, and then I cook and I end up throwing it out because I'm not eating and I only want to eat one thing at a time. A certain person say I'm only eating crackers and water, so I'm proving them wrong. See, I'm cooking. Nobody could tell me what my crackers insult and my crackers anymore.
So let me
So,
ask you, ladies, could I use that same recipe with the Negro beans, the black beans? Could I use that same recipe for that with the peppers?
what's the
Yeah,
Negro
yeah, the
beans?
same. Yeah, it's because it's already cooked in a tin, right? You can still
And
use
it's in
it.
What's a
in the
Negro bean?
can.
It's a
It's
different.
like a black bean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have the black
So you
beans.
call it a Negro beans?
Well, that's what some of, yeah, that's the name of them, Negro beans. But also some people call them black beans. And it's like they're all black, but
We call it black beans here because you would call it black beans. Like
yeah,
yeah, we call it black beans here.
yeah.
What What is the name of the tin? What's the name that is on the tin? Well,
Right.
what
So
does it says?
it depends on the brand, right? So it depends. Some brands call it Negro beans. Some brands call it black
I
beans.
can't hear you here. You're muted.
No, I'm not muted. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
it all depends on the brand, right? The brand, some companies call it the Negro bean, some companies call it the black bean, but I think it's the same kind of bean. Yeah. So I often eat that. And then I would like to mix the peppers with that just to see how it will go. I don't know what kind of maybe like a fish, maybe some red salmon or something like that. I would probably prepare that with. I'm gonna try that tomorrow. Thank you for the recipe, Tess.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes,
I'll
I'm
let you know
doing.
how it goes.
Uh, so for now, it's my discipline is going good. It's going good. My prayer time is good. My reading time is good. But the only thing that I'm lacking back in is my good morning, my unique prayer. I'm not sending it to edit as fast as I should.
Mhm.
So that I'll be doing much better. So when I wake up at 4 in the morning, I will do it at 4 and send it. So by 5:30, I can get it back. Yeah. So that's the only thing that I'm lacking
Mm.
and I'm working on. Is everybody else is mute except me? Oh, so I'm talking here, which means I'm muted there.
Well, we
And you
can hear you
we
clearly.
hearing you very
Huh?
clearly.
We're
We
hearing
hearing
you
you
very
clearly.
clearly.
Yeah, but I'm seeing everybody is doing like Minister Antoine.
We just listen to you.
So that's what I'm thinking. That everybody.
She does have that look, doesn't
Okay,
she?
so move. No, you're muted. It's only me, me alone that can move. You can see my hands.
We see you perfectly.
So everybody's muted.
Refresh.
Okay,
Veronica
so
is not muted.
I'm on mute right
Come on.
now. I'm on mute right now. You're on mute. Only Teresa is muted.
Yes.
Yeah, only Teresa is muted right now. Teresa,
Okay,
can you hear
Minister
us?
Antoine, what are you doing for your discipline month?
Jeez.
Oh, and we fasten 3 hours every single day. So I kept up mine.
But that I do every day until I go until 12 o'clock. So that's what I do every day. For me, what I'm doing right now is
Okay.
getting back into my books because I took the books. I have books that I take out to read, and I purpose that I'm going to read something every day. I think I've heard John one time. John was saying he sent us a text that we should read every single day, even for 30 minutes. So I thought that's a great idea because I was sitting there for a week or so and I wouldn't get back in it. But then I thought, you know what, that's a great idea. So I've been disciplining myself to have 3 specific books I'm reading at. So I take one of them each and read something out of them, so I can stay abreast in each of the books that I'm reading at, which is great, So that's one area that I consistently um, tell myself I need to do. And the next thing I really do, which is great, I've disciplined myself to go to bed at a certain time. And no matter what, I need to be on the bed at that time. So that when I get up in the morning, I feel refreshed. And when I have to get up early in the morning, I don't feel, tired or exhausted. I'm just off the bed and up I go. So I disciplined myself. Recently, I noticed it. I said, something is not really great anymore. I think I need to do something. And I thought, it's my bedtime. I'm finding too many things to do. So by the time I'm ready to get to sleep, I am exhausted on the bed and it takes me longer to sleep. So I figure, okay, I need to reverse that. Then I need to not to do so many different things. So I reschedule my whole activity for the day just to make sure in the evening, if I don't need to do that task, I leave it. I said, I'm not doing it. It's got to stay there because I need to get in the bed to read or just to quiet myself down so I can get to sleep on my particular time. So I set that time to be on the bed. So I'll continue to work at that. And also continue to also, I've not been walking for the past couple of days. I need to start go back out again and start walking again. I think because it was snowing, I was pretty cold. So those are, and one area I'm working on too is to um, call individuals that they come into my thoughts, within the day, to call them as soon as they come into my thought, call the person, because I never know maybe they need somebody to pray or encouragement. But purpose that I'm going to make the call, and before the day's over, I try to call. If it's even before as I'm in my bed, I stop and said I need to return this call and to call this person, should in case got a person been on my thought for the day. So that's those areas I'm working on, and by God's grace, I'll continue to make it a priority. And as well, I'm working on my time management. That was very important, and I've been trying very, very hard. And so far, I give God thanks that I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So those are the areas that I'm really, really focusing on. For this month, I'm focusing on these areas. So I'm believing by God's grace,
Amen.
I will continue to grow in them and overcome them at the end of February so I can go into something else. It's not easy, it takes time.
I'm going to adopt those things too. I wrote them down, so I'm going to adopt those as well. Thank you for sharing.
Because last night when I come off the air, I don't know what happened to me. It's like my whole body just crashed. The most I could have done once I came off the air, I just switched off the lights and there's nothing I could have done. Thank God I had shower before I come here. And I just crashed it out. I couldn't even say anything. I couldn't complain. I couldn't even groan. First, I was feeling sick and weak, like my body, as I was gonna pass out. That's how bad I was feeling. So I said, no. You gotta do this thing right. When time to finish off the air, like we have what, 15 more minutes? That's it. We should just stop on time. I thought we had just a playback thing here. Hold on, let me get it again.
So John says, like I would have to organize a cooking class for the Gemfm family.
Don't give us anything too hard. Give us easy stuff.
So what is he trying to say exactly? That he's a better cook?
That you guys cannot cook.
Oh my God. No, that John, that is not true. That is not true. I have my dishes that I'm very good at.
Oh, tell him that.
You ever saw John put up his bread and his cakes and so you ever saw him put up? Okay, so now you know.
So yes.
He needs to put his head out and talk. He needs to put his head out and talk.
Show it to him again, Tex.
He would understand. Huh? Yeah. He needs to put his head out and talk. He needs to really talk. Just put his head out. He will know what God is serving.
So Doris gave this funny one. She said one of her uncles in England made dumplings with self-rising flour.
I can hear. Now, are we all muted or just me? I think it's just me that is muted.
You're not mute.
We all can hear you.
We hear you, Tex. Now we cannot hear you.
No, you mute yourself.
You're muted. Of course, you're not saying anything.
You're yes, now we can hear you now.
So you guys heard what Doris said?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Doris.
I want to hear.
I'm not seeing Doris.
So she said her uncle in England made dumplings with self-rising flour. And the dumplings started to jump out of the pot.
Oh.
Where you seeing her? Okay, let me come up here.
She sent it.
It's on
where?
So you can't use
to who?
Well, I never
Self-rising flour.
It's on Facebook, on the chat on Facebook.
Yeah, I never cooked dumplings anyway, so I don't know. Dumplings is not one of my
flour. Self-rising flour?
Self-rising flour, so you know they
they're pretty big in the pot when it started to fry, right? So self-rising, instead of being small.
Oh, people is actually talking to us. Wait.
I grew up hearing this joke that my uncle or granduncle or something always said, calling his wife and asking if the pot cook yet. So he said, well, once you put the dumpling and it float, the pot cook.
That's the self-rising flour he told her to use, right? Can only take what, 10 minutes?
See, I never would have thought not to use self-rising flour. I don't cook dumplings, so my mom used to cook them when we were younger, but I never thought to cook like people eat chicken and dumplings. I never learned how to cook the dumplings. They have here in in Florida, they have like this, it looks like a pasta that's already pre-done. And you just throw it, it's like, it looks like a noodle, almost like, and you just throw it in the pot with the chicken, and it just makes the dumplings, but it's like in strips instead of like a ball. It's like in strips. So I tried that once, but I don't care for it. Yeah.
We're gonna have to invite you to Karen, huh? So we can teach you how to make dumpling.
Well,
John have to do his class.
Certain foods I just don't eat because because of health issues. So I try to stay away from, which I'm really bad at, try to stay away from the carbohydrates and just eat more like lean fish, like the red snapper, the whiting when I can get it, or, salmon and a vegetable.
So do you eat like green bananas and
So I
yam?
eat bananas. I eat regular bananas. I have ate the plantains, but I learned that the plantains make my sugar level high. So I
Is it
can't eat
sweet?
those that often. Yeah. So there's certain foods I just stay away from.
Fish broth. For salt.
What are you reading text?
That must be
That the one is on the
Who is
big
it? Who's
John
commenting?
actually blame it. Where is John? He need to come out here. So John blame somebody else. He says, "I had a friend that put baking powder in fish broth." So, I think it was,
Oh my
I think it
God.
was John. But I'm watching the pot lid rise. When my cousin looked at the box, he realized, oh, this was baking powder.
Wow.
I could see
I
the
hope
mix
they
up
didn't put. I hope they
between
didn't put too much in there.
I could see the mix up between salt and white sugar, not baking powder, which is so powdery. I mean,
Probably the person was talking, so by reaching, they reach, and then they just put so by talking here, and then they just dump it in.
Mm.
oh my goodness, that's funny.
They would tell John he doesn't need to be cracking jokes on us.
We're great
But
chefs. We
because
know how to cook really beautiful meals. We can make dashing meals, desserts and pies and make nice, food, meats and all that. We can do what we need to do, John. But sometimes, these are just glitches in one or two
Yes.
of them. We just have glitches.
Yeah. Like I can bake a really good mac and cheese. I can do like a really good potato salad. I can do like some good barbecue chicken. So like cabbage is like my specialty, right? So those are things that, and then like a sweet potato pie, a pound cake from
yeah,
scratch.
that's from and the Westerners. They
Yes.
can make a sweet potato pie. When you eat it, you're going like, "What was that?" The first time I eat it, I go like, "Wow, that tastes good." A sweet potato pie.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know how they get it like to melt down so nice that when you,
Mhm.
oh Lord.
Is it like the pudding,
Mm,
the pudding text?
mm-mm.
No?
It's like a mashed potato, and you
Okay.
whip
No,
it
it's a
with a whipped cream, so it looks like that. That's the tenderness of it, and the texture,
Okay.
but it's only sweet
And then
potato.
you bake it?
yes,
Mm,
you bake it. Yeah. So what you do, it's like a sweet potato, right? You take the sweet potato, and how I normally do it is I like boil it down, peel it, of course, boil it down, mash it, and then I put in like some eggs, some milk, sugar. I put my spices in it, and what else? Make sure I put the butter, mash the butter up in it, so it's like it comes out really nice. When once you get finished with it, and of course you put it in a pie shell, and then you put the filling inside the pie shell, and then you bake it. So there's a couple more other ingredients I put in it, but that's just the gist of it. But it's really good. It's similar to a pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know what John is cooking over there besides some bread. Of course, I need his recipe for some bread, though.
Oh, bread. I can make bread.
You have to share your recipe.
In Grenada, now you ask a Grenadian to share their recipe. A dash of flour, a tick of salt, so I can help you.
Oh my God, you said the same thing Doris says.
My daughter says that. I call you or Auntie Rosalind to find out how to make bakes, and you're just saying, put some of this, put some of that. I need to have measurements. We don't have measurements.
Oh my God.
We don't have no measurement. We just know what to put in. Yeah.
All of that. Do you have measurements?
No measurement, a little bit of
rum
this,
sugar,
a little bit of that,
a pinch of
a little
salt,
bit of this, a pinch of this,
of
a
this,
pinch of
and then you
that.
just do that.
Dash of this, a
Mix
dash of
it
that.
with these.
Mix them together.
Wow.
It's called get.
And it does come out very good.
Exactly.
Of course, I'm gonna go buy me a bread book that's got a lot of recipes in it. I'm gonna do that this week here. Because I really wanna learn how to bake bread, because with this day and time here, we never know what might go on. And if I buy like some flour and the different ingredients and stuff like that, I can always use it as a backup. So I want to learn how to bake the bread from scratch. Yeah.
There's a Trini guy in Canada. His thing is called Caribbean Pots.
Okay.
Chris.
Check Chris. He gives recipes for all sort of things. So why am I there twice? John,
I could make
what
bread,
are
but
you
somebody
doing?
bread much better than-
Okay.
Oh, it's two of text. It's two of me.
Don't worry.
John is trying to figure out something.
Yes, text. Yes.
John is trying to figure out something. You'll get it. You'll get it before the end of the show. We have 6 minutes.
He's got jokes.
Yeah, Chris.
Anyway,
Chris does
it's
nice
9:55. It's 9:55, which means it's 10:55 in Grenada. So we just want to continue to respect the times that we have tea here, because she had to be up and out early in the morning. Tomorrow morning, please the Lord, I want us to do. Tomorrow is what, Wednesday morning?
Thursday morning. Hi,
He
good night.
speaks. He speaks.
So Thursday morning, I want us to send a note out for all the ladies. Let's have some worship session for Pastor Michael. Yeah, just to give God praise. So, Veronica, can I ask you to come on, even though you're going to be on the 2:30 show? But it's up to you, though. Don't push yourself.
At what time?
7:30. So you have to go right to bed tonight.
We'll see. It's going to be praise and worship.
Yeah, just to give God thanks, just to glorify Him and tell Him thank you for the job He has done. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for strength. I'll do a lot of singing. We're just gonna just praise God. We're just gonna glorify God for the
Yes, I
miracles.
love it. Love it. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Include me in. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get. I'll send a message to Pastor Francis, so she's gonna come on. You're working in the morning, right? Yeah. You're muted.
Sorry.
Keep
No,
pantomiming. Yeah. So what you saying now?
no. I'm living here at 10, but you know, the preparation to get out by 10.
Wow.
So I wouldn't come on. I mean, I probably would listen in, but not come on.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all. So I'm gonna send a message to two other people. And just says, come and praise God. Let's just storm the gates of heaven by glorifying Him. Let's do that. And let's have a good time in the Lord. If that is gonna take us to 10 o'clock, which is day 11, just let's give God that period. Because we never had a morning of just worship.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
So we're gonna do that on the behalf of Pastor George. Just send up some praise and worship. So that's it. It's now 9:58. So I want to give God thanks and praise for keeping us here. And this is a ladies and men night, but I don't know where the man is. So
the men contributed. I did.
John, do you want me to help recruit some men?
Sure. My camera is not working. I don't know what happened to my camera. Can't get visual, so.
But
So
recruit them, I have to speak to them first, and I have to know them, because if they're fresh off the boat, the language may not be
That's why you
as
clean them.
regular language.
Text, I catch them and clean them. You can clean them and catch them. You can.
And they have to be
Hold on. Text. Hold on. When you want to bring people on the shows, right, like that, they won't be crease cut like me and other people. They will be raw. You have to accept that. That's it. You have to change
No,
that.
that's why I have to talk to them first, so I can have a private session with them and keep them very private until all the scales is off, like the belly is clean.
No.
You're soaking lime, and then they'll come on.
No. You remember the lady in that was a prostitute, and when she gets saved and go to testify and take him back from her, and she go to talk about what she do. She testified, talking about how she's.
Do you want to bring people here on to make you feel shame?
No, they're making you shame.
If that's the way it works, then it's fine with me.
No. You're making you shame. If the men have, like, you're talking about the truth, men talking about the life stories and stuff like that, what they've been through. You want the full exposure. You know, making them, trying to edit them, let it talk, and they talk, like you said, behind all, but keeping their clothes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would definitely bring someone that I feel that has integrity.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
There are some people that I know. I have a friend of mine. I know. I would bring him here, but I have to talk to him first to keep it tone, keep it the capital letters and them.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It's just that you don't want them to feel embarrassed. That you want to be able to touch base with them first to say, well, okay, this is what and the show is all about. It's a gospel station, and this is my name. I'm the person I'm in charge of this program. And when you come on, would you be kind enough to keep it clean, because we're on a national forum? That's all I want to tell them.
You know, I know.
Just take them off the street and bring them here and sit in front of me. I will shut that camera off very fast.
When did I start bringing some people up before I work for you?
No, I will say bye to you, John. I will say, you know what? Nice knowing you guys.
I know
you
one man.
That program. I am so out of here.
No, text. I come and evangelize in the neighborhood. I need to come in the neighborhood and evangelize. Come and do some leg work.
Yeah, in the summer.
Yeah, come down and do some leg work in the community. and then go to Gemfm and Gemfm.
Okay.
I know one man in particular that I would like to come, but the only thing I worry about is that he likes to talk. He probably would just take over, but you know.
He can't.
Text go talk with him.
If
Don't
he's
worry.
sitting in front of me, he can't. He can't. You see, John gives people chances to go. Mm-mm.
Well, you might be able to handle the situation, Tex, because he's a talker. He really is. He likes
That's okay.
His favorite subject is the Word of God, and he loves to talk. And all you have to do, like sometimes I'll call and check up on him just to check in, and all I have to do is say, "Hi, Bishop, how you doing?" and he'll take it away. Talking about the Word of God the whole time. Like 2 hours later, I'm like, "Okay, Bishop, I gotta go now."
Oh my word.
No, you have to own your conversation. That's not gonna happen here.
Text say 50 minutes, some people go 45 minutes.
Yeah.
One day
Like
though,
somebody answered this morning, we need an hour and 45 minutes. That's not gonna happen.
Some pastors
Not
you
here.
can't tell them to
Not
pray.
in front of me. It's not gonna happen.
The text. Some pastors you can't give them a mic to give
Yep.
a welcome salutation. It's not just say welcome salutation. They want to preach a sermon for you. I have a pastor friend. He don't give. He telling people you got 5 minutes. That's it to do your stuff. That's it. Not more than that. They want to preach a whole sermon, man. They want to tell you, yeah.
Yeah, you might have to put a time limit on it.
Put a leash.
Yes.
Text. I listened to text today. Text, you guys are easy,
That's okay. We can bring him on. Huh?
I text today. I listen to you guys. You on past.
I didn't hear that.
I said I heard you guys today. I'll try to come
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the password because I wanted to talk about a lot of stuff you guys are talking about it, but next time. There's so much things that happen with people, and I just want to plug that in just before you go. Don't go ahead, Teresa. One more thing. Teresa. Don't go ahead. One more thing. I want to say this. Your mic is off, Teresa. Open your mic.
Plug what in?
A lot of times people with children, children have gifting, and we want them to become doctors and lawyers. We want them to exercise their own gift that they come with. And we force them to do something that we didn't get the opportunity to do for ourselves. And so doing, we deny the children of the gift that they come with. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to say today, whether you're first child, second child, third child, whatever, every child comes with a special gifting. We as parents have to identify the gift in those children and them and train them up in that way. Yeah? And expose them to the things that they're good at and not what we want them to be. Because a lot of children will become unhappy with the lifestyle and something inside them burning them to be free, and we have them, you ought to be a lawyer, you ought to be a doctor, you ought to be a this, and then they're suffering inside. I wonder why this child is so frustrated. We're stifling their gifting, and they could be the next best thing for baking bread or making jello. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I agree. I told my children go after their dreams, after their passion. Nothing. I'm not forcing them into anything.
Text, don't if you see text it, they only say the class, you'll only make jello. So I drink the jello water before we finish.
Leave me alone.
Teresa, next time text come to grade up, take her to the oil down to how do you call the guy again? This SSU guy, what do you call him again? Tiger Jones. Get a Tiger Jones oil down.
Tiger Jones, I don't know that one.
Tiger Jones, the guy in Grenada, man, the SSU guy. They could call it all down there.
Tiger Jones. Okay.
Tiger Jones, yeah.
I have to ask. I don't know that person.
Yeah, he's a big all down in Grenada. He's the biggest all down maker in Grenada, man. Tiger Jones. When I come to Grenada, text we go in Grenada, we go with my Tiger Jones. We going for Tiger Jones oil down. Right, Doris?
Me go to Grenada. When in the summer. To walk outside in the summertime.
Man. Oh, you put powder on you. You don't see, I go to see girls with powder all over the face, the chest. chest and back.
Wait a minute.
Pull up powder.
Then in 2 hours, I turn around and see a lot of people walking
Dumpling.
with the knife and fork.
Dumpling.
Teresa, did
Yeah.
they still put powder all over the chest?
Nah, I don't see that anymore. I don't know what that thing. I don't know what that was about. You know.
In
They put the powder
2018.
and they putting it all up here, and I'm like,
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what that was about.
Powder like crazy, like they play shotney. Real powder.
I don't know.
Anyhow, guys,
This
it's
is
6
all in
minutes,
fashion.
7 minutes after, and I have to go post.
Okay, guys.
Alrighty.
Pleasant good night.
Where's my phone? Okay.
All right. That's good night.
I have to go post.
All right.
See you guys. Love you guys and thank you for coming in tonight. John, thank you for being on with us. And continue to function that positive mindset, discipline for the finished month of February. We already start. Let's do it. And if you do it, you may be able to go through March very easier. Yes?
Yeah, man.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Alright.
X-Men
All right, bye-bye.
on Gemfm.
All right, don't forget to check out, listen to Gemfm on the radio.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
All the
bye-bye.
best.